Mark here with Dakota Line Snares, and I want to talk just a little bit about what good cable is for your snares. And there is good cable, there's bad cable, and the difference between the two is the straightness. You want a cable that's straight, and I'll explain why here in a second, but you can see almost no cast on this cable. If you have cable with a cast, it's going to bend out like that on both ends, opposite ways. I call it corkscrewing. And it's going to cause your snare to bog down, but it's also going to cause your loop to twist as it goes shut. In some cases, with really bad cable, your loop can twist 90 degrees as it goes shut. That's how corkscrewed it is. At Dakota Line, we get our snare cable from a couple different mills. This particular cable, 7x7, comes from a mill in South Korea, and they've always stood behind their cable. Very good, very straight cable. They know I don't want it if it's not straight. 1x19 comes from a different mill in South Korea. 1x19, it's harder to get really good cable in my experience. And we've imported from different areas of Asia. We buy a little bit cheaper cable for our drowners and our earth anchors. That doesn't have to be straight. It has to meet requirements of strength though. And so this cable makes an excellent snare. And we guarantee it. It's going to be straight if you buy it from us, or we make snares with it for you. Now another thing, this is a dry cable. I order all dry cable for snaring. Some people like to boil their snares. You shouldn't do that. There's no oil on here. Just make them and set them. You can air them out if you want. I would never boil, in particular baking soda. Just air them out. If you want to wash them in dish soap, that's fine. Now, one unique thing I want to show you about our snares, and that is that all the cuts are done, they're fused. In other words, they aren't going to splay apart when you put the crimp on there. They are fused at the end, and they're fused to a very specified size to slip in through your fittings. It's just, we've been doing this for a year now. It's a robot that does it for us, and it is awesome. If this were the 70s, I would say it's bitchin', but it's not the 70s, so I'll just say it's awesome. So that's our cable. You can feel confident when you use the Dakota Line cable. Thank you.